It's time for your TLC Hiking Club Monthly Big Clip. What's going on out there? All right, let's get right into it, guys. 2 weeks ago, Cactus the Clouds, baby. Yeah, baby. Anyhow, for all those who went on that hike and finished a grueling adventure, I tip my hat to all of you. Even those, the ones that went to the tram, that is a feat of accomplishment to have behind you as well. Just to wrap it up, if you haven't followed us on the blogs and Facebook and what have you, Cactus to Clouds is the hardest ultra day hike in North America. It's the hardest ultra day hike, second hardest in the world, based upon the elevation gain that one can do in one trail and in one day. So where do we get those mathematics, or how we come up with that? That's how. Of course, you can do a 60-mile, 180-mile trail over a longer period of time, etc., etc. We're talking about a one-shot, one deal, one trail, not a double trail, up and back type of thing. So if you went from Palm Springs just to the tram, you were at 8,000 feet in elevation gain in 10 miles. That's called the Skyline Trail, just that portion of Cactus to Clouds. When we started out that morning at 3:15 in the morning until we got rolling, it had just got done raining, and there was a little bit of a sprinkle. Weather was fine other than that until we got up a couple thousand feet, and then, man, did it turn for the worse. There were some points where we had to stop hiking and get down behind rocks because the wind was just too brutal. I don't know, 50, 60, 70 mile an hour wind gust. There's a difference between sustained wind and wind gust. So the wind gust, I think at one of those points was probably 60, 70 mile an hour for a short period of time that we had gone through there, and the cold mixed in with it. We started catching snow right around 4,500 feet in elevation. I think that's where we caught the first glimpse of sleet and snow. And then, of course, we were well in 4 or 5 inches of snow, 6 inches of snow by the time we reached tram. It was 22 degrees at the tram station that morning. There was 27 people that showed up, and then 16 of us went and moved forward towards summit. And what the temps were at the summit, I'm not sure. I know that they felt about 0. Maybe I'm off, and I'm just basing that. Look, it was 22 degrees at the tram station. We climbed another 24, 25, 2,600 feet in elevation, along with the winds. I'm thinking the temperatures were probably at 5 degrees. I don't know, somewhere in there. Anyhow, you get the point. It became difficult to talk because the lips would freeze up. And anyhow, the adventure itself, just to do that type of mileage and elevation gain, but you throw in the anomaly of a spring-winter storm that we had was crazy. Spring snowstorm. Overall, it was over 11,000 feet in total accumulated gain. I think it was 11.4, 11.5 in total accumulated gain, and over 10,000 in just elevation gain itself. One day, 22 miles, the most brutal hike that you'll take on, one trail. Of course, and here's the thing. People that had done rim to rim to rim said that Cactus to Clouds, sea to sea itself, was harder. And then, look, you could go Cactus to Clouds back to Cactus. You know what I mean? You could keep adding it on, and I'm hoping you understand what I'm saying. One trail, hardest, most difficult day hike in North America. Anyhow, I'll tip my hat once again to all of you who made the journey, made it to tram and or summit. Phenomenal feat to put behind you. A great confidence builder for yourself in life and other things that you'll be involved with later on down the road. I know for me, it'll be a journey I never forget my entire life. I look back on it and I still smile, and kind of a surreal moment of what we had endured and put our bodies through. But it should go to tell you that, the body can endure a lot of things, man. It's usually the mind that gets you, that's telling you, look, I just want to sleep. I just want to pull over and just let me sleep for a half hour. I'll be fine. Anyhow, moving on. That was 2 weeks ago. Our next hike, the only adventure that I am doing or running or leading in the month of May, is part 2 of the Ultra Day Hike series, which is Buckskin Gulch, which is up at the Arizona-Utah border. We're staying in Page. Most of us are staying at the Lake Powell Resort Marina, which is a phenomenal, beautiful place to stay on the lake. And that's going to be 21 miles, and we're going to do that in one day. I know quite a few people that busted up and will camp down in there. And again, if you know anything about our club, we're not big campers. We're more of ultra-dayers, where we'll rip that stuff off in one day if we can. If there's a way that we can knock it out in one day and get back to a shower and a bed and some drinks poolside, that's our mantra for the majority. So Buckskin Gulch, part 2 coming up. Should prove to be interesting. We don't know if there's cesspools that are in there, if they're dried up. This time of year it's going to be a 50-50 shot. Looking forward to seeing all of you up there at that particular event. After that, the next one coming up is June, the multi-hike escapade in Flagstaff. In June is the one that I'm leading. And I'll be back with another vid clip before then. Until then, man, I tip my hat to all of you that went to Cactus to Clouds. I feel privileged to be around such a great group of athletes. The word hiking doesn't even come close to the definition of what you should be, classifying yourself as. An athlete, by any means of doubt, is what you are when you take on events of that nature. Anyhow, make it a productive day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you.